All right, so the other day, I made a video about how I made $800 in one day by selling 40 earrings. That's quite an easy accomplishment. I'm just telling you now, that's one of the easiest things I've done. You sell 40 things, well, in a sea of 2,000 people, that's pretty easy to do, especially around the holiday season, since they were holiday themed earrings. Now, here we go. I want to address something. If you want to be successful at your craft business or your laser business or whatever it is that you're doing, you're making money from your hobby. If you want to be successful at it, there's 3 things that you must have. Here's the first one, belief. You got to believe in yourself. You can't go and approach every opportunity or everything that someone gives you and say, no, that's not going to work because of this, or no, that's not going to work because of that. You can't do that. You got to believe in yourself, man. If you see somebody else doing it, that's the 4-minute mile. You've seen it happen. You've heard it happen. You know, faith comes by hearing. Faith comes by seeing. If you see it, you know it's possible to be done. You can do it. So it all boils down to your mindset. You know, how's your mindset? How are your thoughts up here? Your mindset. You got to have belief, and then you have to have a vision. What can you see coming out of this? You know, what's the reason why you want to have this work for you? You have to have that vision. So your mindset, you have to have belief and vision. Number 2 is being consistent. Now, this is the hardest part for everyone that's doing anything, any business out there, and not even just business. This is the people who want to eat healthy, who want to exercise, who want to learn a new language, everything. You have to be consistent, and that's the biggest downfall for everybody. So in this business, in your craft business, in your laser business, whatever it is, you have to be consistent. You have to consistently upload. You have to consistently post. You have to consistently contact customers, consistently work on new designs. You have to be getting better. You have to be following up. You have to be sharp. You have to stay sharp at it. Now, with that being said, here's the other part of being consistent. The one thing that can help you be consistent more than anything else is having a reason why you're doing something. So you have a hobby business, or you have a side hustle or craft business. You're doing things with your laser. Why do you want to make this work for you? How big is that why? Is it because you want to move? You want to move into a nicer house with a nice neighborhood? Would you like a nice big backyard so your dogs and your kids can play, or maybe your future dog and your future kids can play, things like that? You have to think about your why. Your why is the most important thing to being consistent, because you think about your wife, you think about your significant other, you think about your children, you think about them. They don't know what you're going through, you know, and then you got the haters out there. They don't know what you're going through. They're just hating on you because they're not doing what you're doing. You're doing something that's meaningful. So internalize that why, and then every time that voice creeps in your mind, I'll start tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'd rather do this. Just go back to thinking about your why. Think about why you're actually doing this, and then just push forward, power through it. And then a year from now, you'll be thanking yourself. A year from now, you will thank yourself. And the third thing is being teachable. You have to be teachable. So here's the comment that I got in one of my other videos. It just kind of made me think like, wow, you know, this person had a bad experience, or maybe they just wasn't consistent enough and they didn't see any results. So they thought that their isolated incident applied to everyone. But in reality, it's just that your perception isn't letting you see all that's out there. That's all it is. So you have to be teachable. You have to be teachable. If you're not teachable and you're a know-it-all, then you've already lost. Unfortunately, you've already lost. But you can turn that ship around. I've been doing these fundraisers for schools. I've been doing these fundraisers for schools for about 2 years now. And I have a laser. We either design the products or we buy some from Etsy. And whatever we do it all personalized. And then I created all the forms. I put this catalog together myself. I created forms, I created order forms. I collected the name, phone number, email address of every customer, and then created these order forms, sent it to the school. Of course, I had to cold call the school, tell them how this was going to benefit them, negotiate a contract, how much percentage you get, how much percentage I get, that type of thing. And then we just got started, you know. We got these printed out, hundreds of them, sent them in. The kids will do the work, you know how fundraisers work in schools. But here's the deal. We made several thousands of dollars off of this fundraiser. And I gave them this. They had 2 weeks. They had 2 weeks to collect orders. And at the end of that 2 weeks, they brought me all of my money. I gave the school their cut. I kept a cut. It was several thousands of dollars. So here's the deal. This fundraiser, this is something that people love. People love things like this. And this is the cheat code. You know, this is one of the cheat codes, because you go to schools, you go to businesses, you go to nonprofits, churches, funeral homes, you go to places like that where there's always something going on. And then you use your laser to serve that business in a way that's going to help their business. Like it's going to make you money, but it's also going to help improve their business, their customer experience. This is what I'm trying to get across to you. I just hope this helps you. It just clicked in my mind that we were selling thousands of things to our Facebook friends, and then our thousands of members in our Facebook group, and then we sell locally. And it's just like you talk to one person each time, and it's a lot of conversations. But instead, you can talk to that one business, and then they would just send these items out to their coworkers. So you talk to one business manager, let's say an office manager, and then they agree to something. So you send whatever it is to that office manager, and then that office manager distributes it to their 30 employees. And then all of the 30 employees, they get all the cash and the directions back to that office manager, and that office manager gives you everything. So then you have a work order, you complete it, and you just drop it off at one location instead of 30 locations. So I hope this is getting across to you that these fundraisers and talking to companies is the way to go. That's the cheat code right now. That's what I found. That is the cheat code, one of the cheat codes right now. And I can help you get started. Comment below, like, subscribe, and I'd like to help you with this. I really think that you have belief here. Have belief, be consistent, and be teachable. You have to have all three of those things. And those aren't the only things, but I think those are three of the most important things that you have to have in order to succeed in your craft business or your laser business.